So hello guys, this is continuation video of web services automations framework, and I was left with one video, and I was asked with one of the candidate, like, let's say how to supply the authorization in the web services and how to make a call with the authorizations, right? So it's very simple. I mean, in the same calls you can add the authorizations, you can add the accept type and all that. Before to start, this is brief about me, right? I come from Bihar. I work as a senior software engineer, and this is my YouTube channel and my Facebook page. So if you like my Facebook page, you'll get all the notifications which about my video which I make, and if you'll subscribe my YouTube channel, you'll get all my videos which I make, right? So please like my Facebook page and subscribe my channel so that it will be easy for you. You'll be getting all the notifications time to time. Now, before watching this video, please watch all my web services video, otherwise you will not understand what I am trying to say. That, so I'll go to my YouTube, I'll show you where it is. Go to my channel. So always bookmark this playlist in your Chrome driver. I think you guys might be knowing that how to bookmark. So just click on this start button, right, and name, and just click on done. So it will be bookmarked, right? It will be bookmarked. So if I'll just do done, now I have bookmarked. Now what I'll do is I'll just write Manu Pratap. See here, you can see that here Manu Pratap YouTube, it is coming, right? So I just bookmarked. So this is my web services framework which I have already made. So before watching this video number 8, please watch all this video and trust me, if you watch all these videos, 7 video and 8 videos, you can clear an interview, right? So before watching this video, please watch video number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then watch this video for authorizations. So I was asked how to supply authorizations to any call. So what you can do is, I have created duplicate method. So here it was post, get, put and delete, these 4 methods with no header, right? With no header, with no authorization type. Now let's say your applications has authorizations, right? Your applications has authorizations, and you have some other headers also to supply whenever you are making a call. Just what you can do is, you can just make one another method, or in the same method. Why I made another? Because I have already made video before this, so there I have not used authorizations and headers. So what you can do is, in the same request specifications, right, you can add headers. Authorization is equal to auth token, and headers company ID. Let's say you have something called company ID, you can add this, and same things will work. Whatever I have already explained in my previous video, same thing will work. Just you need to add this 2 sentence, right? Again, even put call also you have to add this 2 sentence. Even delete calls also you have to add this 2 sentence. So guys, please do not watch this video if you have not watched my previous video, otherwise you will not understand what I am trying to say, that, right? So finish first previous and then watch this. So this is about authorizations, right? Now you'll be wondering, what is this auth token? What is this authorization? So generally what happens in many applications in the company, when you do login through web services, right, whenever you do login through web services, you will get some authorization token, and the token you need to supply for the corresponding calls, right? The token you need to supply with the corresponding calls, and sometimes there will be some other headers, like there will be some company ID or something else which you need to supply with the calls. So generally these things will be fixed, these things will not change. Only the auth token, generally auth token or some key, that will change, right? And from where this comes? This comes the moment you do login through web services, you will get some authorization token. So how to work on this? So what you can do is, let's say you have this TC1, forget about TC1. So I will not go to all this. What I will do is, in the utils, what I will do is, I will make one class. Okay, I will make one class. I'll just make one class. You can say that web services, any class you can make, like web services util. So you can make one web services utils or util, anything is fine. So here assume that you have one method public void login to application. You have one method login to applications, and when you are doing a login, right, when you are doing a login, so when you are doing a login, so basically what are the parameters which you need to supply? You need to supply username, you need to supply the password, and yeah, you need to supply the username, you need to supply the password, and that basically will give you the authorization token, right? So that will return you the authorization token. So what you can do is basically assume that there is authorizations. Assume that auth is equal to, assume that this I'm writing as a string, is equal to get login. You have one method, right? You have something called get login one method, and this method is returning you the authorization. So I cannot write get login. Why? Because this method should be available, otherwise just like that I cannot write. So assume that you have something called get login in your applications, in your web services. You have one method, this will return the authorizations. Now what you can do is what you can always do is you can map this. You can, so if you look at this web services, what you have is auth token, right? So you can use web services dot auth token. So you can write like this, web services dot auth token is equal to, you can map this auth. All right, so okay, it is asking me to make it a public because here I think it is a protected. Yeah, this is access modifier things, I will not teach here. So assume that this method is calling a login, and this will give you the authorization. So you are just mapping with it. Now going forward, what you have to do is, so public, you can make this as a static, right? So going forward, what you have to do is, let's say in your test you have to supply the authorizations, right? So before calling any other test, first you call the login, right? Before calling any other test, first you call the login, so that login authorizations will be initialized, your authorizations will be initialized. So what I will do is I will copy this class and I will go to my test dot, and I will just call this. So this method will make sure that for my any API my authorizations will be done, right? My authorizations will be initialized, this auth token, and this auth token will be used in any post call, delete call, get call, right? Put call with the headers, right? It will be used. Hope you guys understood how to use this. Now there is one more important concept here that I would like to discuss. uh, One second. So let's say you want to do a login, and whenever you want to do a login, basically what you have to do is you have to supply the username password, right? So when you do a login to any applications, you get authorizations key. That how you will do that? So whatever I have shown in my previous video, it was like get account, get country, delete country, add country, update country, all that, right? But now we need to talk about the login. Since I didn't had login, so I have not shown you. But since one of the candidates requested me to show me like how to do a login and get the authorizations and use the authorization to the corresponding calls, so authorization I have shown you. Like assume that you have something one method called login to the applications. So when you will call this method returns authorizations, and I'm initializing my auth token with this auth. So this will get initialized, and where is this auth token? We have this auth token here, right? And this auth token is used in all the calls. So I'm just passing as a headers is equal to auth token. Again, headers is equal to auth tokens, right? So this I'm supplying to all corresponding calls. So wherever I'll use this method, this authorization will get used, right? Now what I'll do is, so hello guys, what I did is, just I was talking about the authentication, right? So to show you what I did, I made one method login to the applications to same web services.java class, right? I made one method login to the services, and here I'm supplying the URI, username, password, right? And what I did is, as we know that the rest assured is a class and given is a static method, then you have some method called auth, and then you have dot form. Why I'm supplying form here? Because I need to post this username password to the server side, right? So I'm supplying the username and password. Then what I'm doing, that I'm doing a get with that URL of the login. So the moment I will do a get, I will get a response from the server saying that this is the response. After that I'm using one parser, right? I'm using JSON object parser. So what I'm doing, that new, I'm making the object of JSON object. So new org is the package, JSON basically is the class, and this is the method. This takes a response, right? This will take a response and it will parse it. After that, with the reference of this class, we can do a getString.auth type. So what happened, if you look at the response may there will be a key called auth token. Okay, in the response there will be a key called auth token, and that auth token will have the authorizations. So not necessarily will always have the same thing, the auth token, right? It can be something else. So this decision you can take based on like whatever data you want, you can take that. So what you can do is, you can add this piece of code in your project, and for the authorization this will work fine. Now what I'm doing here is, I'm initializing my auth token with the auth. So what is the auth token? This auth token variable I have made here. This auth token variable I have made here, that is my auth token, right? So I have made my variable, and this I'm initializing through this method. So what I have to do is, before calling any method, my auth token should be ready. So to do that, what I have to do is, before calling any API test, I have to first call web services dot login to the applications with URI username and password, right? So this username password, either we can supply from the properties file, or if you know the username password is going to be constant, right? If you know that the username and password is going to constant, you can hardcode here itself. Even the URI, if you know that like login is not going to change, login URI is not going to change, and you have only one environment, you can hardcode here itself. But if you know that it is going to change, okay, it's better to make into the properties file or somewhere else, right? So hope it is clear for you guys, and now you'll be able to do authorization part, right? So and my only request is, before watching this video, please watch my all previous videos so that you will understand everything. Thank you for watching this. Please like my Facebook page, please subscribe my channel so that you will get all the notifications, right? Thank you for watching this video.